I feel I accomplished a great deal of good in my time, but mostly people know me because of my shoes. My favorite shopping trips were in Dallas, and I accumulated hundreds over my lifetime. I wore a different pair of shoes with each outfit. I rarely traveled with less than 10 pairs, but I felt bereft unless I brought 15. I had a pair for any event that might come up, and they did garner a good bit of attention. When I attended Pi-Fi conventions, I had so many requests from pledges to see my shoes that I started creating displays in my hotel room and conducting tours for new members. After I passed, Pi Beta Psi named a scholarship in my honor. Recipients receive a silver shoe modeled after a pair I wore.
Even though I did pass away in 1905, I do believe that the connections that I made here and the communities that I helped build are still very prominent and relevant today. In 1943, the Texarkana and Fort Smith Railway was merged and bought out by Kansas City Southern, thus marking the end of the line that I helped create back in that time. And yeah, I just would like to think of people to think of me as more than a businessman, and that I helped shape the way and the future of our community that we now see today. Thank you.
Then in 1928, the people of Texas elected me to the U.S. House of Representatives. I had the honor of serving in Congress for nearly 48 years. I've always held the belief that government should serve the people. And economic opportunity should not only be reserved for the wealthy and the powerful, but for everybody.
I was born in 1930 in Texarkana. Growing up in Northeast Texas, I learned that hard work, persistence, and dedication are more important than excuses. Growing up in Northeast Texas, I also came from humble beginnings, so I learned to sell newspapers and take small jobs from an early age. The lessons I learned there would stay with me for the rest of my life. After attending the United States Naval Academy, I would join the United States Navy. There, I would learn structure, discipline, and how to do things right the first time. Lessons that would stay with me long after my military service ended. Upon my return, I would enter the business world, and in 1962, I founded Electronic Data Systems. It started as a revolutionary idea, helping businesses better handle their information through the use of technology. Later in 1988, I also founded Grow Systems to continue my work of helping organizations better handle their data through the use of modern technology.
Let's see. Well, you probably know me as the father of Prohibition. Now, I don't need to tell you what a bane, what a dangerous, vile bane alcohol is in this country, and has been for, well, since before the founding. Well, anyway, I was an active member of the temperance movement, and in 1919, I was able to sponsor an amendment to the United States Constitution. And you can imagine there was a lot of horse trading back then. At that time, the brewing and liquor industry was about the 5th largest business in this country. And on about January 19th, 1920, overnight, that 5th largest business was illegal.
At 23, I moved to Chicago with my brother, where I worked as a manicurist. It was then there that I first heard stories about aviation, pilots soaring through the skies doing something that seemed impossible. I knew then that I wanted to fly. When no American flight school would accept me because of my race and gender, I made the decision that would change my life. I learned French and traveled to France, where I earned my pilot's license at France's Coldren Brothers School of Aviation. In only 7 months, I became the first African-American woman and person to achieve that certification. Returning to the U.S., I became an aviator and performer, traveling across country to give flying exhibitions. I performed at air shows, speaking to crowds about courage, education, and the importance of breaking barriers that others said could not be broken. In 1922, I became the first African-American woman in America to make a public flight.